Do it anyway. Sometimes what you want is on the other side of obedience. I don't know who this message is for, but I'm going to be reading from Galatians 6:9, and it says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." The reason why this message is so important is because a lot of times when you're getting ready to do something God's calling you to do, life happens. Enemy will try to do things to throw you off your path. Life becomes stressful. Situations will happen that will make you not think about what it is God's called you to do. I bring this to your attention because about 2 years ago, and I've mentioned this one time before, but about 2 years ago, we were facing eviction and we had to come up with $3,000 that we did not have. And we got to a place where we were supposed to have it by, I think it was like a week or so. And we're out. They're kicking us out if we didn't have it by this specific date. And I remember Friday, me and my wife in the living room, bawling our eyes out, crying hysterically because we don't know where we're going to go. We don't really have family like that. I lost a lot of my family members and my credit score wasn't good. We didn't have it. We didn't have a way to produce $3,000. And I remember waking up Saturday morning, not going to lie, I didn't want to go out there and pray on the side of the road. At the time, I was doing a prayer table. And so every Saturday, we would go out and we would pray over people. And it was a table that said free prayers to allow people to approach us so they didn't think anything was attached to it. And I remember not wanting to go because I was so stressed out and what was going on with our finances, where are we going to live, what's going to happen. But I did it anyway. I went out there. God provided 14 people that day. And I was wearing my sunglasses because I didn't want people to see me crying. I was that upset. So I was praying over people and silently crying behind my shades. And the last couple that pulled up, the wife stuck her head out the window and said, "Hey, can you pray over us?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." So I go over there and I put my hands on the window and I said, "What do you need prayer over?" She said, "We're buying a house." I said, "Okay." And she stops. And she looks at me and she says, "What do you need prayer over?" Keep in mind, people don't normally ask me that question. So I bawl my eyes out and I say, "We're getting ready to lose our house. And we got to come up with $3,000. I don't know how we're going to do it. Don't have family like that. Credit score is not good enough to even take out a loan. Nothing." And she told me, she said, "You'll have it by Friday." Friday comes, a complete stranger gives me $3,000 so that we can keep our rent. And I realized that that was an angel in disguise. And I wouldn't have received that blessing had I not went out there and did it anyway. I feel like we play different parts of the Bible. We have different seasons. We go through a season of Job. We go through a season of Proverbs. And the season that I feel God has got me in right now is do it anyway. Show up anyway. Despite how everything looks around you, you show up anyway. Fast forward a couple of weeks ago, I got the opportunity to go on a mission trip to El Salvador. And there was a lot of things that were going on in my life a couple of weeks ago that were stressful, that had me to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't know. I got this going on. And then I don't even know how. I don't have a passport. I don't have this. I don't have that. And everything was provided for. So I took that as a sign of God telling me, I need you to go over here to El Salvador. Keep in mind, I was, I guess, a little ignorant because of the fact that I thought I was going over there because I'm supposed to do something for somebody. I'm supposed to create some type of miracle, baptize somebody or something, right? And I get over there and I get humbled really quickly. And I had a prophet come up to me and put his hands on me, and he healed me. And I was crying really hard because I haven't really told anybody that I've been a little worried about, like, my organs and stuff like that, because my mom died at 43 from liver cirrhosis. My dad died at 59 from a heart attack. I'm a recovering alcoholic, so I still have high blood pressure problems, and I still have pre-diabetes and, just things that I'm working on. But these are things that do worry me, and I was stressed out before I went, but I didn't tell nobody. And it's amazing how this prophet, without me saying a single word, come up to me and healed me. And I realized in that moment, it wasn't something I was supposed to do. It was something that I was supposed to receive. And I wouldn't have received that had I not went. I bring this to you guys' attention because a lot of the blessings that I've been receiving in this last year and a lot of things that I've been witnessing has been from showing up anyway, despite what my circumstances look like. And God's been providing. You got to understand that God is the provider, that what it is that you're asking for, he knows what you're up against. He knows what you're facing. And he knows that if you do it anyway, he's going to provide for you. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Don't wait for coming into all this money to do the right thing, to do a good thing. You got to do it anyway, and do it now. When I started the prayer table, I had $3 to my name. We went and bought one of those white billboard paper things and a magic marker, and I wrote free prayers on the front of it. That same day, God delivered 17 people. And these are just some of my stories. I'll be telling more of my testimony, throughout this channel, but I bring all this to your attention because if you know that God's called you to do something, if you feel something on your spirit, on your heart to do something, the enemy's going to try to attack you. He's going to try to throw you off. A week before I was baptizing people, both times I baptized people, I was attacked. A week before this trip to El Salvador, I was attacked. But do it anyway. Show up anyway. And God will have you and protect you and provide for you. With that being said, I really hope that this message has found you guys. I really hope that this message helps. And I really hope that you guys have a beautiful and blessed day. Bye.